if they do something like that, maybe, or just have a brief period, I could see Sally asking Chung Lee, "Hey, can you teach me how to do that spinning bird kick?" It will help out in the end. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they're gonna have Sally and Chung Lee team up, and Chung Lee showing her how to do the spinning bird kick, or at least she's gonna try her best to do it. So that's why I think you got these panels together, because these four are gonna probably end up teaming up with these four throughout, somewhat down the line in the next few issues during the final confrontation. So, anyway, everybody's impressed by this. Styx again is proud of herself by bringing in her new Team Styx. And Sally gives her a big old hug saying she's a genius, and Styx gives her like a confused look like, I am? Because she doesn't realize that what she's done is she's just giving them an idea. The idea is to do exactly what she did, go into the other worlds, follow the Mavericks with the Unity engines into the other worlds with the into the other worlds that the Genesis portals are open to, and recruit the heroes and maybe the villains in the fight against Sigma. Now, of course, X isn't too sure about this, saying, "Well, wait a minute, Sigma's not going to let us pass." And Sally basically has to assure him that, like I mentioned earlier, that Sigma right now is at a point that he doesn't even care about us. Basically, she's like, "Oh, he will, because right now, in his eyes, we're beneath him. Like, we're not a bother." It's like, who cares? They're nothing. That's how he thinks of us. So that's going to give us the advantage. So basically, in the end, they go into the portals. They go into the portals. Some of them that can fly, like Bunny and a few others, they go into the portals. Sonic tells them, "Hey, for some of you that can't, we got airboards, hoverboards, extreme gear, if you will, to use. So come on, we'll help you out." And now Eggman says that's good. And now Eggman agrees with the idea, but also indicates that Supersonic would definitely be a huge necessity as well, and agrees to contact Metal Sonic. I guess somehow with the Genesis portals open, Metal Sonic can make a return and bring the seventh Chaos Emerald to them, so they can have it ready for Sonic to become Supersonic. And so they agree to do that. They agree to put the emeralds that they have, along with Nicole's handheld, into a special case, just to keep safe. Flashman stays behind with Roll and Cream, and I think maybe even Big. I'm not really sure. I think Nicole as well. So they stay behind while everybody else is going into the Genesis portals to recruit the heroes. Now, of course, this opens up the door of opportunity for the Doctors to, as they said, take advantage, maybe steal an airship and invade Lost Hex. But Xander's like, "No, we're not going to do that. We'll take the direct route." Uses his eyes to open a portal into Lost Hex. And you have the Doctors basically gloating that while this is all happening, they're going to do what they can so that in the end, they will be in control of everything. They will have the power. So, overall, and that's my dog in the background. So, overall, Part 8 of Worlds Unite, Issue 51 of Mega Man, it is a step up, and it does get you ready for that main course, which we're going to get in the third act. From what I saw with Mega Beatman's review, it kind of starts out slow a little bit, kind of like a banquet, like a dinner. You kind of start out slow with your main course, kind of get to the smaller stuff first, and then you get to the real meat and potatoes of it. So that's what's happening there. And can't wait to see what they do. If you haven't watched Mega Beatman's reviews, you don't want to be spoiled, then don't watch them. But if you can't wait and you want to know what's going to go on, go ahead and read them, or go ahead and watch them, I say, on YouTube, and you'll see the worlds basically that they visit, and you'll be surprised by who they recruit into the game, if you haven't known already who they're bringing in. So, that's it for Mega Man 51, Part 8 of Worlds Unite. Now, we get into Sonic Worlds Unite Battle book, which is number 1, which is the Sonic one. And basically, it starts out with, just like with the Mega Man one, it shows us how Sonic was captured by 3 of the Deadly Six. He basically gets attacked during the present day on his world, which of course is taking place during that whole Shattered World Gaia Temple deal. So he's getting attacked out of nowhere. Now, I'm sure some people might say, well, there's a bit of a continuity flub here, or kind of a flub here. It's like, how is he flying, how is he running in the world when the world looks like it's okay? You got to remember, even though the world is shattered, as we have seen in some issues prior to the crossover, it could still be nice and everything. It's just shattered right now. It's just in pieces. So anyway, he's getting attacked by the Deadly Six to the point that they punch him right into a rainy day or night at Station Square, and he's fighting them there. To the point that he gets knocked into Xena. I think that's her name. Xena. She gets the green Zete. He gets knocked into her, and she gets knocked right into a puddle. And she's like, "What the hey? Are you serious?" And she's like, and you have Zavkov or Zukov or whatever laughing about it. Out and everything, and she's like unacceptable, and Xena's like unacceptable, and she ends up punching Sonic into another portal, which leads him, which is right into Dr. Eggman's robotic junkyard, basically where he junks and scraps all the robots and androids that he used in the past that failed him. So, that's where the battle ends right there. Now, Sonic does his best to hold his own. You do have Station Square cheering him on. But in the end, of course, 3 of the Deadly Six, just like they did with Mega Man, end up overwhelming him. But this time by controlling and reviving some of the dead, because that's basically what they were, dead badniks, to, basically knock Sonic out. And that's how the first battle ends. The second battle is Styx versus Roll. And we were wondering exactly in part 5 what the whole thing was with Styx investigating spy brooms and all that. So we find out here exactly what that was. Styx basically invites Roll to meet her at the training simulator, training room if you will, not knowing that Styx has set a trap, but in Roll's mind, at first, Styx is declaring her a traitor, is declaring her the traitor, because that's basically what it is. Roll doesn't know until the lights come on that she's been set into a trap set by Styx, because Styx says, because Styx basically wants to go after the traitor, which Roll interprets at first as being her. She's like, well, wait a minute. And throughout you kind of see what Roll can do, even though she's not really much of a fighter bot, but she can handle her own, especially with her broom. Especially with her broom, I should say. And she's holding off and holding off all these attacks and everything. She's showing how strong she is by punching through a block and all that. And Styx is just going like, pressing all the buttons to try to, attack her and finish her off and stuff. And then we get to the end, and she shoots looks like a bazooka at Roll, kind of knocks Roll down for a second. Doesn't knock her out or kill her, just knocks her down. And Roll again's thinking, and you have Sticks coming after her, and Roll's thinking, whoa, 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 hold it. But then, to her confusion, all of a sudden, it's not her she's going after, it's the broom. And you have Sticks going like, okay, tell me who you're working for. Why are you here? What is it? What's your phone number? You know, and Roll is like, are you, and Roll is looking at her like, are you serious? Like, is this what this is all about? Just because you wanted to get your hands on my broom? And, you know, Sticks is explaining to her why, and Roll's like, oh. And, you know, she tries to finally explain, Roll, Sticks, that's not what you think it is, because it's and then Sticks kind of gives us this look like, you're not going to tell me I'm stupid or anything, all right? And Sticks kind of gives us this look to the point that Roll's like, you know, I can't really tell it. It's, you know, basically you have Roll going like, because, you know, Sticks is giving her this look like, you know, kind of giving us like this puppy dog or puppy badger look, and Roll has to go like, has to change up what she's going to say, and has to change up what she's originally going to say. It states, it's a spy broom. It's a spy broom. Yes, it is a spy broom, but it's a double agent. Yes. You see, it's spying on us. You see, Sigma thinks it's spying on us when in fact it's spying on Sigma. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what it is. So through her own kind of unique way, she convinces Stick that the broom is on their side. So, yeah, so that's the end of that story. And then we get the last one, which is Knuckles versus Breakman, and this takes place during Part 7. This takes place during Part 7, Evan, in 274. And like I said, this takes place in Part 7 in 274 of Sonic the Hedgehog. And you basically have Knuckles trying to explain to him, look, you know, this is ridiculous, you basically throughout, this is ridiculous, we shouldn't be fighting, you're supposed to be powerful and all that. Basically what Knuckles is trying to do for a majority of the story is convince Breakman to fight against the control of the Zete. Because the Zete is controlling him along with Mega Man, X, and the other robots at this time. So you have Knuckles doing whatever he can to convince him to fight. Because he can see that just like him, he's not somebody that's just going to let someone else control him and tell him what to do. So you have them kind of arguing back and forth. You have even Breakman suggest, look, one of the best ways to do it is to cause me to go nuclear. In other words, hit his nuclear core on his armor and it'll basically kill him. And Knuckles basically is not going to and Knuckles is like, are you crazy? I ain't having nothing with that. I'm not going to do that. You're nuts. So you have, so you basically have them fighting to the end, and have Knuckles basically even doing a Shadouken during the fight, telling him to just keep trying harder, try harder. And Breakman's like, oh, this stubborn idiot, he doesn't get it. But then he kind of realizes, but yet I do understand what he's saying. I've got to prove myself. I've got to prove I can fight. I can fight for my will. I can regain my free will. And he does that right towards the end by dropping the shield, allowing Knuckles to basically finish him off, or at least finish the fight. So, and you have Breakman going like, looks like you've won this fight, because he's lying down there on the ground, going into like a rest mode, if you will, and you have Knuckles going like, yeah, it looks like you've won yours too. And you have Knuckles kind of smiling a little bit and saying, yeah, it looks like, and basically saying this, he's going off to help out the others, which again is in 274 of Sonic the Hedgehog. You have Knuckles going like, yeah, and it looks like you've won yours too, basically saying he just won the battle to get his free will back. So overall, the World Unite book for Sonic, just like with the Mega Man one, it was all right. Again, I kind of wish they would just do it at certain times. Like the Sonic one where he gets captured by the Zete, I think that would have been better off in the Mega Man one, and then take one of the Mega Man stories from that and put it in here, or at least create something more original to tie in to what's going on. So currently, that's what I think they should have done. But overall, not too bad. Were they necessary? No. But if you wanted the whole, complete, unedited, uncut story of World Unite, yeah, they were. They were necessary. Yeah, they were necessary. If you wanted to get the whole, complete, uncut edition, if you will, of World Unite. So overall, though, it's not too bad. As far as Mega Man 51 Part 8, thought it was good. Gave us that bit of a taste of what the main course is going to be in Part 9, which again is kind of like that salad you start off with first, or the small pieces like the vegetables and stuff, before you get to that meat and potatoes of your main course. So overall, not too bad, and I do highly recommend, if you want to get it all together, highly recommend getting the World Unite battles and reading all the parts of World Unite. So that's all I'm going to say, folks. Let me know what you think down below. Comment if you like. And that is my review of both Mega Man 51 Part 8 of World Unite and Sonic and the World Unite Battles Sonic book. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll talk to y'all later.